if I could have come to this presentation a year ago and taken only one thing home with me, it would be this. Think big, build small. So what that means is let's say that you want to create, this is an abstraction obviously, but let's say you want to create a vehicle. And the goal of that vehicle is that you can give it to somebody and they can move themselves from one place to another. And that's your goal. That's the goal of your VR application. Being and you've got a certain amount of time usually, and you've got a certain budget. And you kind of think, yeah, we could make the car. We could make the car in that time. But what we did with Gatsby was we did the thing at the top. So we went, oh, we're making a car. And we know what we're going to end up with. That's what we're going to make. So it kind of doesn't matter which bit we do first. Let's make the wheels, let's make the chassis. We've got to do it all. We've got to make the windows, we've got to build the engine. But what happened was, towards the end of the project, we had a chassis, and we had an engine, and we had seats and all of that, but we didn't have any wheels. And it's like, well, it is not developed. You haven't succeeded at all. If you had to end right there, we would just fail. But using the analogy of the bit at the bottom, if your goal is to create something that people can move in as quickly as possible, then build a skateboard. Build a skateboard in week 1. And then if you all died and you ran out of money, or the project for some reason had to just end there, you still achieved your goal. They're not going to get from A to B as fast as if you made a car, but you've got what we call a minimum viable product, or an MVP. Which is a term in the agile methodology. I won't go into it, but it's worth looking up and you'll know already. And this is basically it. You start small and you build on that. And the skateboard kind of evolves into a bike, into a motorbike, into a car. And maybe you've still got some time left. You've got a car, so you take it to a plane. But at any point along the way, if for some reason time, money, anything runs out, you just give up. Or suddenly the client just needs to take it and run with it. You've got something that works. So here's kind of it's the sort of evolution of that. But when you're actually building and you kind of know what it is that you want to build, when it comes to the design part of the process itself, it's really easy to want to kind of get to this. And this isn't even finished, this is only a gray box prototype, but it's really easy to want to kind of get to this stage really quickly and kind of see it, you realize how's it going to be. But we did that a couple of times early on in this project and realized that we'd actually spent a lot of time creating 3D models and coding things up. And then you get in there and you find out and go, oh, actually, this doesn't work. So what is a much kind of better kind of thing to do is to, going back to drawing, is to basically, and you're going to do this later today, take the one on the top left, it's really crappy drawing, and like iterate that over and over and over again. If you can draw that, I do that actually this morning because I didn't actually have the paper mask that we had originally. But I drew that in about a minute or something just on the tablet and the laptop. But that it's very addictive with the type of drawing that we do very early on. And we might do like 20 of those and just keep throwing them out and throwing them out. And that could happen over like 20 minutes, But Ryan, who I work with, he's a very, very talented draftsman, and he can draw as fast as he can talk. And it's incredible to watch, but it's also really incredibly useful. How about we have a guy and he's thinking of a thing, and then we look at it and we go, oh, that won't work. How about he's holding the thing and it's there? And then we go like that. And I would totally suggest, if you ever design VR, is to try and source everything at that stage before you get to here. And this is where we storyboarded it in a way we can kind of show to the client and say, hey, it's going to do it like this, and then bottom left is a sort of digital version of that, just kind of Photoshop. If we've made anything, and then eventually we get to this, so we're pretty confident it's going to work. Of course, we need to try it out, but we wouldn't actually use that model. What the next step we would go to is this one, huge before cluster, which is where these are two versions of the same mechanic that we were trying out. And the one on the left, we basically wanted to just figure out if this idea of having this palette and you with a couple of objects and pick up the place was even a good idea. So why spend time creating 3D models we're never going to use? So we kind of exhausted it, iterated a version on the left until we were like, yeah, no, this is going to work, it's definitely going to work. So then we made a couple of models, we introduced the science model, and we kind of build it up like that. But again, it's like, if it really, really came to it, we could actually take this version of the experience, which is kind of where we're at now, and we could hand that off as the finished product. I mean, it wouldn't be great, but we have gone all the way through the experience with this kind of semi-grey box stuff. And that's a great way to work for those reasons.
I'm going to just quickly go ahead to show you this speed up and 6 up slide. So this is, I'm going to go through this quickly because we're in a minute. People see we've got basically mobile headsets and desktop headsets. That's at the moment. Your mobile headsets are obviously best for things like classroom-based training, anything that needs to sort of be taken on the road, going around places. That's where you're going to want your mobile headset. So to give you an example of something we're doing with the CITV bit, they need the mobile headset because they're trying to bring training to remote areas, so north of Scotland, and the Hebrides and things like that. Anybody who wants to do training up there has to go into the central belt, and that obviously costs a hell of a lot of money. The same goes for what we're doing with the marine industry. They want to be able to train their staff on the ships. They don't want to have somebody come and get a helicopter, come off the ship, float around, do the training and take it back. It's just expensive. So mobile headsets are fantastic for this kind of stuff. Desktop headsets are really good for static stuff. The stuff that we're doing in the Modern Marine Group, where we're building these training centres around the world, that's exactly what we're using for them. Because if it's going to be fixed in one place, why people are going to come in, going to use it, and we're going to get the best experience with that stuff. That's enough. The other thing that you need to consider is whether you need to be tethered or not. That's got nothing to do with internet tracking. So tethered is obviously a cable, you've got a cable, this is where you can mobile decisions. There are wireless solutions for the desktop. You can buy a wireless adapter and put it in, but you need a really good rig for that, and it's very expensive. Different types of tracking that you've got is we have 2 types of tracking. We have inside-out tracking, and that's when tracking is on the headset. So that's devices like the Oculus Quest, the Rift S, the HP Reverb, that's earlier on. These all do tracking from the headset, have a bunch of cameras on them, and it basically calculates the environment, and that's how you navigate it. The other one's outside in, it's a lot more accurate, but it's a real gaming setup. You have to use satellites, they're called. You stick them in the corners, and then it's just there's cables everywhere. So, in terms of how you get around in the VR world, there are a couple of standards, as I said earlier. We have, these are our sort of 4 main ones. This is the backpack, by the way. This is the guy on the beach. I don't know what he's doing. But you have teleport, as you can see in the top left there. Basically, you point to the area that you want to go to, it will show you where you're going to land, and then you let go and it takes you there. This is a very, very common way of getting around. A very similar one, which is more used in games, I've not really seen it in training, is the idea of a dash forward, which is tunnel vision, so you don't get motion sickness when you move. Obviously, at the world scale, not seen any good examples of that, but it's fun. And then you've got the area where you can't actually teleport around, you can only walk around this set space. And each of these are needed depending on the situation. So, in the case of what we've done together, we've done 4 different modules for them, but with the slurry one, there's no, even though you're using there's no need for you to teleport around. You can walk around the entire environment. There's only, I think, like 3 meter by 3 meter space. So you can do most of the process without having any different teleports and teach people about teleports. If it's not necessary, don't do it. The other thing that's really important, nobody see people doing enough, is using cues. So obviously, with 2 different kinds of cues that we can use. We use on VR for visual cues. We want to speak in more detail about it, and suggest you can connect yourself. But we've got things like, so in this example, here's a game called Super Hot. Right? The entire environment is basically white and kind of washed out. But anything that's important has colour to it. Anything that's got movement, you will see it straight away. It's going to stand out, it's going to draw your attention. A lot of times when you stick something in an environment where you've got the whole 360 view, you don't know where to look at. You kind of just look up what's up there. And so to try and draw their attention to something is really, really important. audio cues, again, you can, if you have something in space and there's something going on behind them, just do like a little beat or have a talk to them. In VR, the headsets are really good and there's really good spatial audio, so you know that that's coming from that direction. To give you an example that we've done where we kind of failed on that, in the Together, one of the Together modules, there's a bit where you have to watch the column turn up. Once it goes up to a certain value, you need to basically put your hand up to tell the operator of this other machine to stop. So when we've done it the first time, you put your hand up, yeah, the guy's stopping, but the player, the user, doesn't actually know that anything's happened. So the easiest way to fix it was just have a peek, and then that was it. And everybody knew what we were doing. It was. This is a process called the chromatography process. Anybody's a chemist and directly, I'm just going to pick it up as we're going. But the idea is that you get this vessel here, in this case this one, and it's mixed with a fluid, and it's called a slurry. You have to stir it in a very specific way. If you don't stir it in a specific way, then it creates air bubbles. If you hit the side wall of the vessel, then it creates air bubbles. And this they do every 6 months, and the solution is what, I think you said, it's only near $1 million. This is the pharmaceutical product. So they do it every 6 months, and if they mess it up, that's it, the whole solution is ruined. So it's really important for them. They're like, how can we get a refresher so that people can try this and experience it before they then have to go in and do the actual real thing in the clean room, because we make mistakes and that's fortunate. So obviously we approached them and we said, well, why don't we do this in VR? And again, we work with this video. And so this is the real process, this is them. So the one thing you kind of notice here is when they're doing it, they're really sort of digging in and they're getting to the bottom and they're scooping this solution to the bottom, it's beginning to solidify. So how do we do that in VR? That's like a really hard thing to do. You don't get feedback in VR, so it's really, really difficult. The first suggestion was, well, if you just use controllers, you can do a 2-point grab and you can grab like a whole object almost and you can stir. It felt horrible, it wasn't right, there was nothing right about it at all. So eventually what we did was I took them off and just took the mop head off it, got a tracker, you can use, put a tracker on it and use that. So that in the VR, the person in real life is actually holding onto, in their offices, they've got a real paddle. And then they and then they're basically testing on it. So what you have to do is it tells you where to start, and you basically make an S shape and you go in. And it just captures anything you make a mistake or fault, it basically captures it. There's so many rules to this that were like, when we got to the bottom of it, it's basically you go too fast and create bubbles and all this kind of stuff. But that, to use the paddle, gave the best interaction possible. To use the controllers was rubbish. Play games, like actually get out there and try things. Find inspiration, like these gamers have been doing this for a lot longer than we have as L&D professionals. These guys are gaming industry know all the tips and tricks. So if you want to find the best way to do something, find the best way to display information, to interact with an object, to pick things from a menu, just play games and you will find so much stuff. So I've got a couple of examples of different games here, very different types of ones. Beat Saber is a really common one. This here is actually a web experience. This isn't an app, this looks like the drawing up. Pilgrims, it looks like Pilgrims, but it's not actually. This is A-Frame Painter, it's called. It's a website. And it's it's just all you just go on the website and put on the VR headset and paint and share it with people and stuff. Obviously we've got things like poker games and then there's violent games with forums in there. But play them, every one of these is a very different type of game, a very different type of experience. So they all need to display information in different ways and they all need to interact with things in different ways. So one thing is you can try it.
Think about your budget and timescales, how that affects what you want to do. Think about your learning outcomes. Always, as a learning professional, keep that in my mind. What is it we want the learners to do? Very often, these projects can get dragged into a kind of commercial setting where you've got pressure coming in from that side to say we need to do this, that, or the other, and the learning outcomes get blocked. As a learning professional, you need to keep that in mind. Infrastructure. Think about the infrastructure you've got within your organisation. If you've got problems with Wi-Fi and firewalls and all those things, it's going to be tougher to implement this solution if you don't. So you need to keep that in mind in your selection of solution. That's really important. technologies are very new. It's not like the phone where you pick it up and you know how to swipe. If you use a lot of these technologies, you need to feel comfortable with them. So earlier this week, I was demoing to some people Tilt Brush, the Oculus Quest, which is a drawing program. And people thought it was cool, but we only had about 3 minutes for each person. And that's not enough to bring on board them into that app. They needed time to really understand the app, to become familiar with the environment, and to understand the controls. So you need support, any solution you build, with effective onboarding, with training, with information and backup.
So the outline for learning specifically there, I think that the kind of tying into what I was saying before, the second point actually, using the affordances of VR. What I mean by affordances is the things that VR allows you to do that other mediums don't allow you to do. So, you know, things like being able to walk around something, being able to pick something up, being able to physically touch something, have vibration, haptic feedback, hearing sounds all around. These are all things that textbooks can't do. These are all things. I think the point that textbooks can't do, I kind of rinsed that one out. But I think what's really important is also that you're not doing things that can be done on, say, a website. We were workshopping last week with Snoop, and we had this great idea for the next experience they wanted to make. We were going through it, and it was cool. And they had all these floating holographic Minority Report stuff. It was these like video things floating in the air, and you could, touch them all and do stuff. And then everyone was really happy with it at the end of the session. And with 1 minute to go, one of the guys just went, "But could we actually just do all of that on a web page?" And we were like, "Yeah, like 100%. Like this is not what Going back to what I said before, it's like it would kind of be cool, but it's like you think about if you know the Minority Report reference of floating interfaces, sci-fi future stuff. It's like it's just 2D graphics, right? You click and drag, and you keep watching videos, and it's not let's not spend 6 weeks building that and be up. The top point is massively important, which is to keep the learning objectives at the heart of every decision. And what that means is, like, inevitably, as soon as you start doing anything in VR, you get in there, you're trying something out that you designed, you have this feeling of like, oh, we can do this thing, and it would be really cool. It would just be so cool. And if you're making a video game or some kind of entertainment, then absolutely think about the stuff that's cool, that users are going to love, because that's your goal, is entertainment. But learning is not entertainment. That doesn't mean it has to be boring, but it means that if you've only got a certain amount of development time left, then you really need to develop a feature that just makes the thing glow and fizz and fireworks and all that, but you're not actually spending time making sure that the student has all of the tools they need to do the thing that's going to help them to learn. And that is kind of, you have to have that kind of annoying voice in your head saying, no, don't do the cool thing, do the thing that's going to be actually useful for the student. And that's just really putting myself off, because you just get carried away. And then the bottom line, I'm not going to do that anymore. But, okay, fine, one more time. Do what the textbook can't. So make sure that what you're doing in VR, that it's the only place that the student is going to be able to learn that thing that well. In some time in the near future, everyone will be using VR, and it's going to be super cool. Is that a bit more positive?
Yes.
Cool.
And you get super bonus for finishing.
Yeah?
So
Oh, wow.
go, Ted.